Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy KTJ. Thank you for joining me on my first podcast episode. I have not named this podcast yet. Please help me name it. Okay, I can post it. I'm going to post it and just call it the KTJ podcast until I have a real name for it. You know what I'm saying? Here's the idea. I would like for it to be something that I actually say as like a thing that I just say all the time, you know? And I don't want it to be I want it to be something that could be a name of a podcast, but something that I also say. I don't notice my own mannerisms and stuff like that. So please just help me out in the comment section of YouTube if you can, or on Twitter or Instagram, whatever. I am the KTJ on Twitter. But we're going to dive right into this episode because it's not going to be a long episode. This is my third attempt at recording this episode. I want it to be shorter than I've previously recorded it. So let's try to do that. All right. So the first thing first, I'm going to talk about the new direction of the channel and a couple of announcements if I can remember what they are. I don't remember at the current moment. I should have wrote them down, but I didn't. So the new direction of the channel is as follows. So you know how I changed the name from Stormcloud to KTJ. I'm not ashamed of who I was as Stormcloud, okay? Stormcloud is a good name for me for all the reasons that I've told people in the past. I'm not going to go over it again right now because Stormcloud's officially over. That's done. With that being said, I named the channel KTJ because those are my initials, my government name initials. So now I'm just being me, bro. Like Stormcloud was basically a reflection of who I am when I'm sitting serenely, you know, when I'm just chilling. That's who I am. I have all this inside of me, and it could come out if it gets too heavy on me. Basically, that's like the extent of Stormcloud, outside of the fact that I love storms. I love watching the clouds and seeing the storms form, and I'm Native American and Black and white. Thanks to my great-great-grandparents. My great-great-granddad was a white man. My great-great-grandma was a Choctaw woman, and they got married in Mississippi. It was probably a situation where my great-great-granddad wanted land that he could get by marrying my great-great-grandmother. And she would be free, able to do what she wanted because she was married to a white man in Mississippi. And that's how relationships formed back then. You know, I don't know if they ever loved each other. I don't know any of that stuff, but that's what I know for a fact. I know they're racist. And then eventually, going further down the line, that's when we start getting African American in the family. But there's a lot of Native American. There's more Native American than white or black in my family. So Stormcloud was kind of my paying homage kind of thing because I felt like it was a Native American name, but I can't give myself a Native American name. An elder has to do that. So Stormcloud has been dropped. It is gone. We're no longer calling me that. It's over for that. If I ever do decide to go by a Native American name as like a nickname or something like that, it's only going to be a nickname or something like that. It's not going to be a name that I want to be referred to by everybody all the time. All right. KTJ, though, for sure. It's been a nickname for years. It's my initials, for sure. You can call me in any iteration of it. You can call me KTJ. You can call me K. You can call me KT. You can call me KJ. All those are nicknames that I've gone by in the past. So that's with the name. As far as content, MK11 is no more on this channel. I'm going to be deleting all of those videos. So if you want to get your feel in before I do so, make sure you do so, because they are going away in the next week sometime. Probably by next Friday, all those videos will be gone. So get your feel in right now if you want to watch those videos again. The plan, I think, when we move and get a bigger space and get better internet, I think I'm going to start back playing MK, but not on this channel. Not on KTJ. I'm probably going to create a new channel and call it KTJ MK, and that's where we'll play MK. Because MK11 shadow bans your channel on YouTube. Well, YouTube shadow bans you for playing it and showing the gore without filters and all that. So I'm not going to be doing that here. I'm getting out of the shadow realm, all right? I'm trying to get out, and I'm going to get out. Damn, my nose was loud right there, wasn't it? So yeah, that's that. The channel is no longer a gaming channel. I'm going to be changing the category on the channel. I don't know to what yet. I'm not quite sure. Probably people and blogs, I think, is one of the things. Because this channel is about me, but it's not really about me. So you're not like following a journey or something like that. You're going to just, everything that I'm interested in, I'm putting that into the channel now. So there will still be gaming videos for Rogue Company, Spider-Man, Batman, Uncharted, whatever other game I feel like I want to play. I'll put those in there every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? When I run duos with Joker, I usually record those. So that will be going up. Subscribe to my boy Joker, the Sarcasm God, by the way. Get that man channel moving again, bro. Let's go. Also, I'm going to be toning down the way I talk. So F-bombs, no more of those. I'm going to try to watch the other cuss words, but man, listen, I'm an adult, all right? I'm going to be cussing every once in a while. It just happens. It's a normal conversation. I'm not going to be able to take out all the S words, all the B's, you know what I'm saying? It don't happen. I say damn and hell all the time. So that's never leaving. I'm sorry. But part of that is because I have a baby coming in 4 months, and I don't want to be still saying the F-bomb and all that stuff around my child. I really don't. My son, he's 12. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what he hears. He hears it all the time. He hears it at his mom's house. He gonna hear it with me. But I don't even want to talk like that in front of him anymore. I don't want to talk like that in front of my new child. I want to be a better parent. I want to be a better person. So I'm trying to evolve and get better. That's the point of life, is to learn and get better as you live it. You know what I'm saying? What else is there for the channel? We're still doing reactions. Gonna do more of those. I think that's it. It's not gonna be dying anytime soon. If I do decide to kill the channel, you're gonna know it. All right, you're gonna know it before, way before I do it, if I'm deciding to kill the channel. But this is my last ditch effort to really grind and put some backbone into the channel. That's happening through the podcast, vlogs, this, that, and the third. Like, I'm doing a lot. Everything I'm interested in is getting poured into this channel, except voiceover. Voiceover is a separate thing because that's my career outside of YouTube. That's my real career that I live off of. So that's not getting put in this. I do enough of that already. So the podcast ain't gonna sound perfect because I ain't trying to sit here and edit all day like I do for audiobooks and stuff. So we're gonna move on to the next topic now. The podcast might have an ad, might not. We're eventually gonna have an ad because they give me ads to read sometimes. I have older podcasts where I did something similar to this, but I had a creative aspect to it, which I might actually start picking up on again and doing more of those because I'm gonna be writing more now. That's a love that I have. Like, I have to write. So first topic. We're not gonna spend a lot of time on this because I don't have much to say. I just want to get it off my chest and move on from it. Everybody in Ukraine, please stay safe. I feel horrible for you guys. It's not fair. You didn't do anything to deserve it. And I feel like Putin is just your typical dickhead who has to do this type of thing. You know what I'm saying? He has to strut his power around because of whatever reason. Insecure man, riding around on a horse with no shirt on, that type of stuff. Like, stay safe. Stay safe. Just, I don't know how you can. I've seen videos of places getting bombed in Ukraine. I know y'all have already lost people, and I'm so sorry for that. It's just so messed up. It's innocent lives being lost for no damn reason. It's so stupid, bruh. It's so stupid. But I'm not going to go further into it because I'm not trying to talk a lot of politics on this channel. And I know I will start getting into politics the more I talk about this subject, because it is politics. War is politics. And that's what this is. This is war. Doesn't matter if somebody's officially declared war or not. It's war. He's attacked another country. It's war. But we're going to move on. I just want y'all to stay safe and know that my thoughts are with you guys. And let me know if you're there. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. Let me know if you're there, because I just want to know, man. I need to know that you're okay. Because I know that there are people who are subscribed and who are viewing videos of mine that are from Ukraine and Russia. So both sides, be careful, be safe. Don't blame every Russian person for what Putin is making the military do. Don't do that, because that's not right either. People of Russia, be safe too. But we're gonna move on to the last topic of the day. Is a conspiracy. Now, I want y'all to know something before we go into this. When we do episodes of the podcast, they're gonna be longer than this going forward. This is the shortest episode you're gonna get, most likely. This is the shortest episode you're going to get, and it's only because I don't want to stay on the topic of Ukraine and Russia. And it was to basically introduce the podcast to the channel and to the world. In the world. So just be prepared to get like 3+. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get 3 segments plus. I don't know how many, but we're going to have 3 topics at least every episode, and then we'll have maybe some other topics in between. But they're usually going to be longer episodes than this, way longer. Like right now, I'm at 13 minutes. Nah, bruh. When we get to the conspiracy part of the episode, we're going to be well past 13 minutes. Like, this is a one-off. But the conspiracy is actually the main topic of this episode outside of the direction of the channel. So yeah, buckle up. I don't know if everybody's heard about this, but it's a conspiracy surrounding the Titanic. I heard this conspiracy theory a long time ago, but I recently saw, it wasn't really like a documentary about the Titanic, but it was just people talking about the Titanic in a video. And it was brought up again. And it triggered my mind to start thinking and questioning different things about the situation. And the conspiracy theory that I personally subscribe to, if I'm going to believe a conspiracy theory surrounding the Titanic, this is the one that I would choose, is what I'm trying to say. Do I think the Titanic sunk as like the actual Titanic sunk and it was tragic and blah, blah, blah? Yes. That's my initial thought on the whole situation. I choose to believe that the Titanic itself was sunk and people died, and it sucked. It sucked. However, if I had to choose a conspiracy theory, this is the one I subscribe to. All right. So there is a conspiracy theory that the Titanic actually didn't sink. Hear me out. A boat sank, but it wasn't the Titanic. Now, some of y'all probably already know what I'm talking about. There was another ship built around the same time as the Titanic. It was a little older than the Titanic, though. like 7 months, I think it was. 7 months older than the Titanic. Something like that. Called the Olympic. It looked exactly like the Titanic, except a couple little details were different. It looked exactly like the Titanic, but a couple of details are different. So the theory is, y'all see where I'm going with this already, I know. But the theory is, the Olympic was damaged, which it was. The Olympic, so here's what happened with the Olympic. HMS Hawks collision with the Olympic. This is from ssmaritime.com/RMS Olympic, RMS-Olympic. So Olympic's fifth Atlantic voyage was not a great one, to say the least, as she departed Southampton at 11:25 a.m. on September 20th, 1911, with some 1,313 passengers on board. Then at 12:43 p.m., the Olympic reached West Bramble Buoy, where she turned to port and sounded her horn twice. 1 minute later, she increased her speed from 11 to 16 knots. Listen. Then suddenly, even before the Olympic had finished signaling, the cruiser HMS Hawk was off Egypt Point, and it was obvious that both vessels were attempting to head down the same stretch of water, yet there was not sufficient room. In order to give the Olympic more room, Commander William Frederick Blunt, Royal Navy, altered the Hawk's position by 5 degrees, but still both ships collided, with the HMS Hawk causing considerable damage to both ships. Captain Smith stated that the Hawk's bow reached as far forward as between the second and third funnel, but the Hawk crashed into the Olympic side. Although the Hawk managed to stay upright, but she was very close to overturning. Both captains ordered the watertight doors to be closed. Now, let me back up a little bit. But the Hawk crashed into the Olympic's side. There's a photograph here of the HMS Hawk's badly damaged bow. It got jacked up. It hit hard, okay? Thus, the fifth voyage of the Olympic would go no further, and passengers had to disembark on Osborne Bay and find alternative transport. The Hawk returned to Southampton for repairs. It took some 2 weeks to repair the damage to the Olympic. The White Star Line wanted her to be back in service as soon as possible because she was the pride of the company. They would even delay the Titanic's maiden voyage if they had to. Just imagine if they had. Maritime history would have been rewritten. By the time the Titanic's propeller shaft was used to repair parts of the... By the way, the Titanic's propeller shaft was used to repair parts of the Olympic. They were using parts of the Titanic to repair the Olympic. What? The Olympic was more important than the unsinkable Titanic? What? Olympic returned to service on November 20th, 1911, and she recommenced her fifth voyage. Recommenced her fifth voyage. I can't read today. For the next few months, it was plain sailing. Several more trips were made successfully. But then, on the February 24, 1912, at 4:26 p.m., the Olympic suddenly shuddered, and she lost a propeller. It meant that she had to return to Belfast for further repairs. The track record of the ship was not going too well. Captain Smith made a total of 9 return voyages to New York, and then he was ordered to his new command. Captain Herbert James Haddock became the new captain of the Olympic, whilst Captain Smith, being one trip off retirement, and at this point at the pinnacle of his career, was given command of the company's new liner, the RMS Titanic. Huh? What? They took the captain of the ship that was their pride and joy and put him on the Titanic when he only had one voyage left to retirement? What? The captain? Stay with your boy. RMS Titanic left Southampton on April 10th, 1912 for a maiden voyage to New York, whilst the Olympic departed New York at 3 p.m. on April 13th. There was considerable excited chatter amongst passengers and crew that the two ships would pass each other at sea. Huh? However, as fate would... Listen, why would you have these two ginormous boats, same size boats that look the same size, pass each other at sea when we've already had a disaster with one of these boats, your pride and joy, with another boat being in the same waters? However, as fate would have it, on April 14, 1912 at 11:40 p.m., the Titanic struck the iceberg and commenced to list. Sad boys, because we all feel the pain every time we watch a movie with the Titanic in it sinking, or we read about it or see pictures. We all feel that just sadness for it, right? Because a lot of people died, bruh. It's sad. It is what it is. 40 minutes after the collision, Captain Smith ordered the distress signal to be sent to other ships in the area. Captain Haddock on the Olympic heard all of the distress calls, but did not realize the extent of the problem until about 1 a.m. the next morning, when it was too late. Captain Haddock realized that the Olympic was over 500 miles away, the tragic scene, which was a full day's sailing at full speed, and he would be far too late. Yet Captain Haddock replied to the Titanic that he was lighting up all possible boilers. Sadly, most ships that the Titanic had signaled were too far away, and when the Titanic did sink, there was only one ship close enough to assist, the SS Carpathia, who did a superb job, but sadly, it was already too late for the so many of passengers and crew who had perished. I'm glad a boat got there. We're going to go back. I hope y'all remembering. We're going to go back and talk about it. Finally, a decision had to be made that the Olympic had simply no choice but to continue straight to Southampton, as she would be of no further assistance. She arrived on Sunday, April 21st, with most of her passengers being in a rather melancholic mood, considering they had heard news of the tragedy. They may well have been passengers that have had friends or even relatives on the Titanic, and thus they would have been eager to check the passenger list posted by White Star Line. Due to the tragedy, it was quickly decided just a few days after Olympic's return to Southampton that she had to undergo some important safety alterations. Obviously, lifeboat capacity had been examined with scrutiny, and thus she was fitted with an additional 24 boats and further crew to man them. Sadly, many of the lifeboats on the Titanic left without being filled or manned by an able seaman. Don't say nothing funny. The Board of Trade had to inspect the changes before she was to depart on another voyage, and Captain Maurice Clark was in charge of doing so. Thus, he gave the ship a vigorous inspection. He ran continues. Y'all need me to write this? He ran continuous, not continues, lifeboat drills, trying out all the new davits. I don't know what that word is. And thankfully, he was most impressed with the new improvements, as it took an average of 12.5 minutes to lower each boat. Not bad. The Olympic should have sailed on the 24th of April, 1912, but the voyage had to be postponed, which was not due to the Titanic disaster or adding the lifeboats and inspection, etc., but the ship's crew refused to sail on a ship that had collapsible lifeboats. They insisted on conventional open-type wooden boats, and they simply did not care that Captain Clark was satisfied that the Olympic was now safe. However, White Star Line would not accept the crew's reasoning and decided they would obtain another crew. The Olympic was taken to a secure dock off Spithead, whilst the company sought a new crew. I'm not going to go further than that, because now it's just going on and on and on about other stuff, the crew and whatnot, right? Okay, so let's talk, bro. Let's talk. So the Olympic was damaged by the HMS Hawk, right? The Hawk rammed this bad boy. If I remember, I'll put the picture in the video, but I doubt I'm going to remember. I'm probably just going to upload this directly from my phone. That's what I'm recording this on. So I'm probably going to just chop off any little bad part at the beginning and the end, and then just upload that bad boy. I'm probably not going to do any editing. So you're probably not going to see this picture. I would advise you to go look at the picture. HMS Hawk. It got tore up. This thing hit the Olympic hard. It messed that ship up. All right. Picture I don't see here, which is just weird to me, is the damage to the Olympic. It's not showing the damage to the Olympic. It only shows the Hawk. Which can only mean to me that the photo doesn't exist, because this site seems to have all the damn pictures. Okay, so that happened, right? And it was in the side, by the way. It took some 2 weeks to repair the damage to the Olympic. The White Star Line wanted her to be back in service as soon as possible. Half-ass work. Half-ass repairs. Because she was the pride of the company. Reputation. They would even delay the Titanic's maiden voyage if they had to. We've always been told that the Titanic was the pride and joy. The Titanic was the ship that everybody was like, yeah, Titanic. It was the Olympic. They were willing to delay the Titanic's maiden voyage for the Olympic to be put back together and ready to go. This site says, just imagine if they had. Maritime history would have been rewritten. By the way, the Titanic's propeller shaft was used to repair parts of the Olympic. Bro, they didn't care about the Titanic so much, and they cared about the Olympic so much, that they took the Titanic apart to repair the Olympic. The reputation was on the Olympic, not the Titanic. We focus on the Titanic so much that we don't realize how important the Olympic was to White Star Line, bro. The Olympic was uber important to White Star Line. They sent it back out there on the water. It made several trips successfully. Okay, good, cool, yeah. But then suddenly it lost a propeller. The Titanic's propeller shaft was used to prepare the Olympic. Suddenly, though, one day, the Olympic shuddered and lost a propeller. No. Which ship lost a propeller? Was it the Olympic or the Titanic? If they took the part from the Titanic, put it on the Olympic, because the Titanic wasn't done, I'm assuming. It wasn't done being built yet. They took the propeller shaft and put it on the Olympic. The propeller fell off. How do we know exactly that the Olympic wasn't the Titanic in this case? The ship was half-assed, bruh. It even says here, the track record of the ship was not going too well, but it's the pride and joy of the company. You took the propeller shaft off of the Titanic, put it on the Olympic, and after a few trips, the damn propeller fell off. It fell off. This is poor craftsmanship. This is pathetic craftsmanship for one of these ships. One of these ships has pathetic craftsmanship, bro. And I would beg to say that both of them. More so the Titanic, since they were willing to just take it apart and put the pieces on the Olympic, and then the damn piece that they put on there still fell off. Come on, man. Come on, man. We're not done. We're not done. We're not done. I'm just showing y'all how much they didn't care about the Titanic and how much they did care about the image of the Olympic. Captain Smith made a total of 9 return voyages to New York. Then he was ordered to his new command. The man had 1 more voyage to go so he could retire. They gave the Olympic to somebody else, and Captain Smith went off to be he went off to command the Titanic. He had 1 trip left. Why in David Jones' locker would you take somebody who's been commanding the Olympic all this time, all these voyages, and put him on a ship for 1 voyage? For 1 damn voyage. Why would you do that? Let me tell you why. Because Captain Smith would have known that the ships were switched. He was the goddamn captain of the Olympic for 9 voyages, bruh. Return voyages. These are round trips. He was the captain for 9 of them. He would have known that ship like the back of his hand. He would have known that it wasn't the Olympic he was on if he took 1 more voyage on the Olympic and the Titanic was on its maiden voyage. He would have known that he was on a different ship. But the problem is he didn't know what the Titanic was like. So getting on the Titanic felt familiar to him. So that he was like, oh, it feels familiar to me. I can do this. It's nothing. It's just like the Olympic. But if it was the other way around, he would have known. Because he probably got on the Olympic. He probably got on the Titanic and was like, oh, it's just like the Olympic. It's exactly the same. But the other ship, he wouldn't know. He didn't get on it. So he don't know what was different about it. Which they were damn near identical. It was only a few things different. On the ships. He wouldn't know, bro. He wouldn't know that he was on a different he wouldn't know that he was on the same ship because he didn't know what the hell the Titanic was like. He had been told the Titanic was exactly the same like everybody else. So but if he was supposed to be on the Olympic and they switched the boat to the Titanic, he would have noticed it. He would have known. So they said, okay, we're going to put you on Titanic. He ain't going to know that's the Olympic because he's just going to think, oh, the Titanic's exactly like the Olympic, except for whatever little thing they changed. The boat had been sent for repairs. Like it just blows my mind that they didn't even, it's not even that big of a cover-up if the conspiracy is true. I've been playing devil's advocate this whole time. Like I said at the beginning, I choose to believe the Titanic is the boat that sunk. But if I had to choose a conspiracy, this is the one, bro, that makes too much sense. Why do you switch the captain for 1 damn voyage? He's 1 away from retirement. And he dies because the Titanic sinks. Bruh, here's another theory on the captain. What if the captain knew that the boat was going to be sank? He can't tell it because all these rich people are in charge of it. He knows he's going to get killed if he doesn't just comply, right? He decides, I want to be on the Olympic when it goes down. That is my boat. Which is something captains used to do, bro. They would go down with their ship. It's exactly what he did. He went down with the ship. The only connection that you can make out of it is that he's going down with the ship that he's built a relationship with. He had a relationship with the Titanic, bro. It's his first voyage on it. He had a relationship. He had that strong connection with the Olympic, though. So if the Olympic was going down, he was going to be on it. And if the Olympic didn't go down, he was going to finish that last voyage and retire. But what if he wanted to be done? Bro, like, he could have known that they probably could have told him, like, this ship, bro, we don't know if it's going to make it back. We don't know if it's going to make it back, but we're still sending it out for this voyage. And he was like, that's my ship. So they let him go. It's not the captain's fault. It's White Star Line's fault. JP Morgan and those boys, you know what I'm saying? It's their fault. It's their fault. Now, you tell me, all this stuff that seems suspicious as hell, bruh. Captain got switched for one voyage, the maiden voyage, the one where the ship goes down. The Olympic had damage on the side of it, which it doesn't say if it's the same place the Titanic got hit by the iceberg. I don't know. I don't know. Don't let me say that now, because I don't know. Right? There's no picture of the damage to the Olympic. Maybe there's a picture somewhere else, but this site seems very thorough. But why would you switch captains? He knows the Olympic like the back of his hand. He should be the one captaining that ship for his last voyage. And at least have that respect for him too. His 10th voyage should have been on the Olympic. You know, he should have did the 10th voyage on the Olympic and retired. Which I think he did. If I'm choosing to believe the conspiracy, I think he did that. And then, you know what I'm saying, he was helping people get off the boat and choosing not to get off the boat himself. So I'm not going to call him a bad guy. Like, from what we've heard, he was choosing to help women and children get off the boat, you know, get to safety. And then he just went down with it. So I'm not going to call him a bad guy. I'm not going to assume that he knew that shit was going to sink. And he was like, yeah, I'm going down with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to tell nobody nothing. I'm not choosing to believe that. But it could have been the case. It could have been. It could have been. Like, you don't know, bruh. You don't know. That's the craziest part. The craziest part is you don't know. Could have went down like that. You just have no idea, bro. It feels off to me. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. That's gonna be the end of the video, the end of the podcast episode as well. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. And we gonna see what y'all think. But I'm leaning towards it, bro. If I had to pick a conspiracy, this one for sure is the one, bro. It's for sure the one. Like, I don't see any other answer to it. Titanic being switched with the Olympic, Titanic being touted as the unsinkable ship. Like, they even ran the Olympic in the war, bruh. But the Titanic was the unsinkable one. I'm literally looking at a picture of it right now. The Olympic, with the war having been declared, the Olympic sailed on April 8, 1914 without any passengers, no mail or cargo from New York back to Liverpool. She was escorted partway by British cruiser Essex, and she was met by cruiser Drake just off the Irish coast, although she did make several further passenger voyages, but these were between Liverpool and New York instead of Southampton. Bro, that ship was built to be able to take a damn missile or something. Like, it was, Titanic was ready. It was unsinkable, bruh. It would have been able to take some hits before it sank, is basically what I'm saying. They didn't call that ship unsinkable for no reason. They didn't call the Titanic unsinkable for no reason, just for it to go out there and hit a goddamn iceberg and sink. It would have taken a considerable amount of damage. Like, something would have had to take the HP off that ship in order for it to take some real damage and sink completely. Like, I really feel like the Titanic and the Olympic got switched, bro. I'm starting to kind of feel like it might be the case. That's crazy, though. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. We gonna end the thing right here, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all enjoyed the podcast episode a little bit. I know I can talk, bro. I'm telling you, I can talk, man. There was a time when my gaming channel was called Just Say Win. Actually, it wasn't the gaming channel, it was an old channel of mine. It was called Just Say Win because I was like, just say when you want me to stop talking because I be talking my ass off. But yeah, man. We're gonna end the episode right there. Thank y'all for coming through. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the content. Future episodes will be longer than this. Follow me on Twitter at IamTheKTJ. And we are...